Ever pondered what it would be like if the post-apocalyptic world of the Fallout TV series was our reality? It's a thought that can send chills down your spine, isn't it? But the truth is, it gives us a fascinating lens to view our own world and how we would fare in the face of a disaster. The Fallout universe is a grim vision of the future, where the world as we know it has been obliterated by a nuclear apocalypse. The survivors, those who were fortunate or perhaps unfortunate enough to escape the initial blasts, now face a hostile environment littered with radiation, mutated creatures, and the remnants of a society that has crumbled into anarchy. In this world, survival is not a matter of luck, but a test of resourcefulness, resilience, and preparedness. The inhabitants of the Fallout world employ various survival strategies, from scavenging for supplies, building fortified settlements, to forming alliances for mutual protection. It's a harsh reality, but it underscores a universal truth. In the face of disaster, the prepared survive. But how does this dystopian vision relate to our world? The truth is, we're not immune to disasters, whether they're nuclear or otherwise. We've seen the havoc that hurricanes, earthquakes, and alleged pandemics can wreak. And while these events may not be as cataclysmic as a nuclear war, they do share a common thread. They disrupt our way of life and challenge our ability to survive. In this light, the Fallout world serves as a stark reminder of the importance of emergency preparedness. It's not about preparing for the end of the world, but about being ready for any disruption, big or small, that could come our way. It's about having the knowledge, skills, and resources to weather any storm that life throws at us. So let's delve into this further. Let's explore what the Fallout universe can teach us about survival and how we can apply these lessons to our own lives. If the Fallout universe were our reality, would you be ready? It's a question worth pondering, don't you think? Survival in the Fallout universe is no easy task, but it offers us valuable lessons for real-life preparedness. In this post-nuclear world, the very essence of survival boils down to a few critical factors. One of these is resource management. In the Fallout series, we see survivors scavenging for supplies, rationing food and water, and making do with what they have. This isn't just about finding a can of beans in a deserted supermarket. It's about understanding the value of every single resource, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Another survival strategy we see in Fallout is the importance of seeking shelter. In the radioactive wasteland, a secure, radiation-free shelter can be the difference between life and death. This echoes the need for a safe, well-stocked shelter in real-life prepping. Whether you're dealing with the aftermath of a natural disaster or a societal collapse, having a secure place to retreat to is crucial. Navigating the post-apocalyptic landscape is also a key aspect of survival in the Fallout series. Characters must learn to traverse a world that's drastically different from the one they knew before. They must understand the dangers that lurk around every corner, from radioactive hotspots to hostile creatures. In our world, this could be compared to navigating unfamiliar terrain in a survival situation. It's about understanding your environment, knowing the potential risks, and planning your routes accordingly. But perhaps the most valuable lesson Fallout teaches us is that survival is not about physical strength or combat skills, but about being prepared. It's about anticipating the unexpected, having a plan, and being ready to adapt when things go awry. In the Fallout universe, survival isn't about being the fittest or the strongest, but the most prepared. The same applies to our world. What can we learn from the Fallout series about prepping for real-life disasters? The Fallout series may be a work of fiction, but it provides some thought-provoking insights into the importance of being prepared. One of the key lessons we can draw from the series is the value of having a well-stocked emergency kit. In the Fallout universe, the difference between survival and defeat often hinges on whether characters have the necessary supplies at hand. In our own world, this translates to keeping a bag packed with essentials like food, water, and medical supplies. Even mundane items like a can opener or a flashlight can become invaluable in a crisis situation. It's not just about stocking up, though. It's about routinely checking and updating your supplies to make sure they're still functional and haven't expired. Being aware of one's surroundings is another crucial lesson from the Fallout series. In the game, characters constantly scan their environment for threats, resources, and potential allies. In real life, this means knowing your neighborhood, understanding potential risks, and being aware of resources in your community. It's about being tuned into your environment, anticipating possible challenges, and knowing how to navigate them. Finally, the Fallout series underscores the importance of having a plan. In the game, characters often need to make split-second decisions that can have far-reaching consequences. This underlines the value of having a clear plan in place before disaster strikes. It's about knowing where to go, who to contact, and what to do in different scenarios. It's about practicing your plan, modifying it as necessary, and ensuring everyone involved knows their role. The Fallout series may be set in a post-apocalyptic world, but its lessons about preparedness are applicable to our everyday lives. Whether we're facing a natural disaster, a power outage, or a global pandemic, being prepared can make all the difference. The Fallout series underscores the importance of being ready for anything. Are you? Hey Wastelanders, are you enjoying our deep dive into the survival lessons from the Fallout series? If you find these tips helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more Fallout survival guides coming your way, so make sure you don't miss out. Remember, in the Wasteland, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better your chances of survival. Stay informed, stay prepared, and most importantly, stay safe. Now, let's get back to our survival guide. Let's take a reality check. How do real-world prepping methods compare with those of the Fallout universe? In the Fallout series, survivors rely heavily on scavenging and crafting to meet their basic needs. Real-world preppers, on the other hand, take a more proactive approach, focusing on creating a stockpile of essentials before disaster strikes. Food storage is a key aspect of prepping. Many preppers choose to store non-perishable items, such as canned goods, grains, and dried fruits, which can last for several years if stored correctly. This is a stark contrast to the Fallout universe, where survivors often scavenge for food in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. However, both real-world preppers and Fallout survivors understand the importance of having a reliable food source to sustain them through tough times. Water purification is another crucial aspect of real-world prepping. Clean water is a scarce commodity in the Fallout universe, and it's no different in real-life survival scenarios. Preppers often invest in water purification systems, or tablets, that can cleanse water of harmful bacteria and other impurities. In the Fallout series, survivors also prioritize finding or creating a source of clean water, often through the use of advanced technology. Emergency drills are an integral part of real-world prepping, helping individuals and communities prepare for various disaster scenarios. This principle is echoed in the Fallout series, where communities often band together to face threats. The Vault Tech Corporation, for example, created elaborate vaults designed to protect inhabitants from nuclear fallout, and regularly conducted drills to ensure everyone knew what to do in the event of a disaster. So, while the Fallout series presents a dramatized depiction of survival in a post-apocalyptic world, many of its themes resonate with real-world prepping methods. Both emphasize the importance of food and water, and the necessity of being prepared for any eventuality. As we can see, the Fallout universe and our world aren't as different as they might seem when it comes to survival. So, what have we learned from the Fallout series about prepping? Well, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've discussed. The Fallout series offers a grim, post-apocalyptic world, but it also provides ample lessons on survival and preparedness. It shows us that survival isn't just about physical strength or agility. It's about being mentally equipped, having the right knowledge and skills, and most importantly, being prepared. One crucial lesson we've gleaned is the importance of self-sufficiency. In the harsh world of Fallout, dependency on others for survival often leads to disappointment. It's a stark reminder that in a real-world crisis, we must be prepared to fend for ourselves. This means having a stash of essential supplies, knowing how to find and purify water, and having the skills to hunt or forage for food. We've also discussed the importance of community. Even in Fallout's desolate landscape, we see people banding together for survival. It's a reminder that in times of crisis, community can be a lifeline. So, Cultivate relationships with your neighbors, share your prepping knowledge, and build a network of people you can rely on. Another key takeaway is the value of adaptability. The inhabitants of the Fallout world don't just survive, they adapt. They learn to utilize the resources available to them, even when those resources are scarce or unconventional. This teaches us that in a real-world survival scenario, adaptability can mean the difference between life and death. Lastly, we've learned that preparation is a continuous process. Just as the characters in Fallout are constantly learning, adapting, and preparing for the next challenge, so too should we be in our own prepping efforts. Remember, in the world of Fallout, and in our own, the key to survival isn't strength or speed, but preparedness. Are you ready? To ensure that you're more prepared in the future than you are now, hit the subscribe button for more prepping and survival-related content, and consider joining for additional perks. Otherwise, in the interests of the theme of this video, give us a Fallout thumbs up.